Hello racers, and welcome to the Dimanche Sprint here in Rushmoor, my home race organised by the Farnborough District Motor Club. Rushmoor is in Surrey and it's based on some MOD land. It's almost a figure of 8 track, so you come down straight, turn left, turn right, around the hairpin and then back onto the crossover and then over to the finish line. It's pretty narrow, there's curbs and potholes all over the place. It's a bit of a tricky track. It's quite bumpy, so there's no Formula cars this time. We've got a couple of the rally boys turn up and give us a good show. Things I learnt from this time and also last time is to try and get in the paddock as close to the start line as possible. When you're a long way out, you never quite know when you're needed to the start line. It just causes a bit of stress. So I was parked right at the end with the Alpine boys this time. Great bunch of guys as always. So we had 2 practice runs and 4 timed runs this time. This lovely Alpine here, which was my neighbour for the day. So I'd not been here before, not driven it before. Lovely day, a little bit overcast. So my first run is practice 1, so we'll go on board. I'm very conservative on this run. There's no prizes for practice 1, it's just to get a feel for really what the course is like, how the car's behaving. So very bumpy out of here. This is the first straight, you can see the braking boards ahead. So we're a 90-degree right coming up. Pretty straightforward tarmac area here. Now this is where all the potholes and bumps and all sorts are. Just trying to find out where they are. Early on the brakes for the 110-degree left-hander. And then flat out now into another hairpin left. This is a tricky corner, very, very slippery because of the trees in the shade. So now we're heading back towards the start line. Left-hander, and we've rejoined the pothole piece of track here, giving the curbs a lot of space on the right hand side. We're about to find out there's a massive drain there, and then a sprint to the finish, which is here. So very narrow, got to give the curbs some respect, don't want to hit those. This is practice 2. A little bit more aggressive on the start, a bit too narrow on this one. There's a very late apex here. That caught me out, lost a bit of time, so really wanted to go wider there next time. A bit later on the brakes, move to the left, see if I can get the weight shifted a bit. It's caused back to step out, missed the gear. Early on the acceleration. Smooth on the throttle there, still step the back out. Very bumpy there on the braking zone. Give those curbs on the right a bit of respect. Don't move all the way to the left to make sure you don't hit the potholes. Not a bad practice run. So now we go right into the timed events. So my 2000 rev start. Still too narrow here. You see there the car gets unsettled on that tiny bump as I have to tighten the steering up, so that was pretty poor. Heavy on the brakes, a little squeal. Heavy on the accelerator, move across to the right. Fumbled for a gear and tried to make it up with the accelerator. Nice and early on the brakes here. Got it all wrong, 4-wheel slide, far too heavy. A bit too much respect there. Over to the left. Missed the drain, but there's so much more runoff. There's a lot more speed to be carried through there throughout the day. So into the first practice run, first timed run. So this was a 56.92. Practice 2 was a 58.21, so we're taking a second and a bit off this time. Braking at the two barrels. A little bit too much speed into there, and as a result back stepped out and balanced the car. Nice line through there, good speed carries. Early on the brakes, try not to repeat my four-wheel skid from last time. Try to take a wider line through the apex just to carry that bit more speed. A bit more aggressive there. That seemed to be a bit faster as well. Hit the drain, still just didn't carry enough. So I arrived self-sufficient this time. This is all my possessions I brought to the track. You can see the other guys have their support vehicles, their trailers, they literally have everything. So you don't need a trailer to do this. So I felt I could get some time back just by reducing the tyre pressure, so I got it down to 15, which was really a bit too low. So unfortunately, technical malfunction, my Bluetooth wouldn't, or my Wi-Fi remote wouldn't turn my camera on. Final run of the day, a bit more aggressive, and in the back end hairpin I totally outbroke myself and launched up the grass bank. So no improved time, but 55.85 I think was my best, which was pretty impressive. I'm happy with that. Just half a second off of a 2 litre, so you know, where can you go from there? Good event, a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. So actually we managed to squeeze in another run after I failed to beat the other first Caterham, the 2 litre Caterham. I was really wanting everything to beat this Caterham this time and this extra chance. But realistically my tyre pressures were too low, I wasn't able to pump them back up. You can see the car moving around under braking, it's very squirmy. So this lap was a 57, so it was a second and a half off my best. Double bite at that one, turned in a bit too early. Very aggressive on the way out. Nice there, getting very close to the curbs now, getting a bit cocky. Carried a lot more speed through there than the first time around, but still 57. So that's it, good result, first in class, 18th overall. I'll leave you with these launches and see you next time.